Hi, my name's Alan. If you've ever been without power, and I suspect all of us have, think back on what you had to do to remedy that. Did you have to go out and crank a generator, or did you sit around in silence and suffer and worry about your food in your freezer and things like that? That's usually what we do. I believe in preparing beforehand, and one of the ways I prepare is by having a source of power when the power goes out. So this is the OUPES Mega 1 power station. It's over 1,000 watt hours of power built into a very small device. It's 2,000 watt output. It will do a surge up to about 4,000 watts if you have something that really needs it. But 2,000 watt continuous output. It's got several ways to charge, and it's also got several ways that you can output to your devices. It's pure sine wave. You push the button, hold it for a second or two, and it comes on. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that in this sunlight. It says 40%. Now, I'll tell you what test I did on it to bring it down to 40%. I've used it several times. I've taken it all the way down to zero. For me, it took less than an hour to charge up, which is amazing that it would charge that quickly. It's about 1,400 watts in, I think, charging. And you just charge it AC, or I did. The times I charged it with just the AC cord that is supplied in there. You can also charge from solar. This is the Anderson connector that would go in here. Right there. Plug it in here. And you can only plug it in one way. You can't reverse the polarity on it. You can't hurt anything. Plug those into your solar panels, set those up, and you can charge this thing pretty quick, depending on the power of your solar panels, of course. It's also got, again, the AC charge right here. And then you can also charge through that Anderson from your cigarette lighter if you're driving in a car and you want to recharge your power station. Now, OUPES sent me this to review for you, and I've only got one thing to compare it to, and I've got an EcoFlow Delta Pro. Now, how does this compare with the EcoFlow Delta Pro? Well, this is a lot smaller unit. It's got it has about 1/3 of the power of a Pro, 1/3 of the storage of a Pro, but it costs about 6 times less than the Pro. So for the money, it's really not a bad deal. Now, what did I do to bring it down to 40%? Well, I plugged it into a big freezer I've got, 21 cubic foot upright freezer. Now, that freezer, of course, was cold, so I plugged the freezer in it. I did a 6-hour test on it, and in 6 hours, it brought it down to that 40% right there. So how's that going to help you? Well, in a grid down type situation, especially if it's just a temporary, they're working on the power line, a tree came down, they're on their way to fix it, something like this could keep your food from spoiling. Great for that, but also for camping, tailgating. If you want to take this on a tailgate, if you have a little shindig, little party, and you've got a PA system, instead of cranking up a generator that's going to drown out anything going over the PA system, use something like this. Would work great on this. Again, tailgating, you've got some lights or some sound system that you want to do some music. Perfect for that. Taking this camping, again, it weighs about 27 pounds. Real easy to tote around. Set that in a tent, and you've got lights all night long. You've got music. You've got charging your phones. Everything you need is in this thing right here. You know, it's not going to run an air conditioner for very long. It's not going to run a freezer for days or anything like that, because it's just not designed to. But again, it's just a fraction of the price of units that are designed to go a little further in that respect. And those my EcoFlow Delta Pro not only cost 6 times more than this, but it's a lot heavier. It's 100 pounds. Has wheels on it, just because it's very tough to get around. This is just nothing, you know, that really to carry that around with you. So you got 4 USB ports here, 2 up here, A and C. Output power here, 12 volt DC, coming out from like a cigarette lighter, as well as 2 10 amp ports, 12 volt 10 amps. Then you got your 120 volt. That's what you're going to use most of all, probably, is your 120 volt plugs here. And it's 20 amp max on each one. And again, this is a pure sine wave. You don't have to worry about it messing with your electronics, computers, things like that. It's pure sine wave power, which is what you want in a battery backup system like this. It's pretty small, about 15 by maybe 12 inches by 9. And again, it's a LiFePO4 battery. the newest technology. It's the battery that everybody's using now, the battery that everybody wants. These are designed to last a long time, probably 10 years or so. It's got 3,500 cycles, charging cycles that you can put this through. The warranty is 36 months, 3 years, so that's a very long warranty for any kind of electronic product. Again, I really like this unit. I like the fact that it's portable. I can throw it here on my golf cart. I can take it down in the pasture and use a drill or something like that. If I need something with some 120 volt power, run some lights, things like that. If I've got a problem out there, I've got to look at a sick animal or something, this would run some lights. This would do a lot. Great for tailgating, great for the farm, great for camping, and certainly great to keep at your house for emergencies. Again, it's not going to run a large consumption device for days and days and days, but it will probably get you through most of the problems that we have in these short-term outages. So all in all, I really like the unit. Well made, good warranty. I think you're going to like it too, and I hope it helps you.